Hey, what is up, champions? Hope everybody is having an amazing day. And I want to start this video off with saying I call everybody champions because I feel there's a champion inside every single one of us. And when we tap into that, we can't unsee it. That's what I've learned on my journey continuously. And that's what I have learned and trained into others as I go through my journey. But what I want to share with you today is an exercise that can actually support you in your life, your business, your relationships, your health, your wealth, whatever that is for you in your mind. This is an exercise that has supported me through multiple challenges as I go through my journey and multiple more as I go through my journey. So hopefully it helps you too. This is called the BHAG, which stands for Big, Hairy, Audacious Goal. And I I ran across it. I actually did it on my own before I even heard from it. It's a guy named Jim Collins. He wrote a book called Good to Great, and it was just one of those exercises that really served me as I went through my journey. And the exercise, which what it stands for, big, hairy, audacious goal, it's a goal so large, so massive that people tend to call you crazy. And the way I started off with my journey was whenever I wanted to do something that was really big and insane, I would just say it out loud. I would say it. And I learned a couple lessons from this. One lesson was people who like to play small will tell you why it's not going to work and why you can't do it. People who like to play big are going to lean in and potentially even support you as you go through it. But I didn't just say it, I would write it down and I would keep it somewhere that I could see it. So my first one was I wanted to get in shape. I was an overweight kid and I wanted to get myself in shape. And so I focused on eating right, exercising, all of these things, but I wrote down I will have a six pack. That was what I wrote down. And that particular one I did put it on paper, but I had it in my mind. I kept it in my mind and I kept it in my heart. But ever since then, every time I go after a goal, I write it down. And I write it down and I also put measurements around so that I can measure whether I'm progressing towards the goal or whether I'm not progressing towards the goal. So I can make the adjustments as necessary. So I want to ask you, what is your BHAG? What's your big, hairy, audacious goal that you're going after? And the doubters are there for you. And what I mean by that is don't let other things deter you from going after what you want. Doubters are going to be around, haters are going to be around, people who love you are going to be around, people who support you are going to be around. So ultimately, what I look at is everything's neutral because whatever you don't have, you also have something else. And you get to figure out who's going to be in my corner as I'm going after this big mission, as I'm going after this thing. What served me as I went through my entrepreneurial journey, I wanted to support 1 billion people. And that's billion with a B, not a million. I was going after 1 billion people. And I didn't even realize how big the goal was until I really stepped back and looked at it. But I'm looking 1 billion to be loving, kind, and abundant. And I didn't know how I was going to do that. I still don't know how I'm going to do that because I haven't done it yet. But I know this much. I know that I wrote it down, my BHAG. I'm practicing what I preach. I fought in the UFC in less than a year. I've done some really cool things along the way. I've been an author, a coach, a speaker. I've done all these cool things, and I do them because I practice the exercises. I put in the reps. And so in your life, make sure you're putting in the reps. Put in the reps to your BHAG. And if you're open to it and have enough courage to do it, it's up to you. Write it down in the comments below. Let other people know what your BHAG is. Remember, there are no haters. It's just all in your head. You can win this game. And when you win and you know that you're worthy of your desires, of your BHAG, your big, hairy, audacious goal, you will do the most amazing things as you go through the journey. So hopefully this serves you as you go through it. And if it's something that you want to do it now. Make sure you do it now because if you don't, your brain's going to be like, oh, I'll do it later. I got all these other things going on. I don't want that to happen to you. So keep being amazing, keep having fun, and remember, there's a champion inside of you. Take care.